Wow, so sad. So I'm looking forward to see what they come back with. And they're confirming what I already knew, but they're confirming that about the floors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I mean I already knew that, but
I heard her telling her uncle. I heard her telling her uncle that these big pieces. Well, he said it that the big pieces, what they wanted, what he would be doing is putting the big pieces in the. You told him the laundry room.
yeah, everything.
Yeah. He said the laundry room, the bathroom, here and over here. And then you took him in there.
Mm-hmm.
What's up? What up? What's going on? What's happening with you, man? Hip Hop Inquirer in the building. What's good with you? Shelly Lee Smith. I've the real only and JM38118 underscore. What's poppin'? Puff underscore G underscore 1969. Mommy NX1. Celestial Void 1 underscore Uncle underscore Russ underscore. What's going on, Russ? G Mama, what's happening? 2008 with Ty. I just told Ty that I'm getting on. Where you at, Ty? Did they ban you again? That dude gets kicked off of IG like every week. He gets kicked off of IG for some outrageous shit. He just had some shit on there. I told him the other day, man, what's going on, Saint? I told him the other day, I was like, yo, sometimes I can't even look at your post, bro. Like for real, sometimes his posts be so ridiculous. He had a post on there, and I think this got him sanctioned or whatever the hell it is. IG lynched. And Cool Mo 69, what's happening? This broad was acting like she was giving head and she's slobbing and all kinds of shit. I'm like, what? Like, what happened to you? You know, like somebody need to find that uncle and do him something. Something happened to that kid. There you go, Life of Mills. Good day to you too, bro. Cool Mo. Where you at? I don't see your request, Mo. There you go. Hopefully I'll be able to see you today, willfully. DAP USA, DAP underscore USA.
You missed a whole bunch of them.
What's up, son?
What's good?
Hey, shit. What's popping with you?
Just chilling over here. Uncle pulled up on me.
Okay. I just got finished digging a bush out the damn ground, and that son bitch was stubborn as hell. It's stubborn as a motherfucker. I'm rocking my last laugher joints. Matched on Ralph Lauren for this one. You know what I mean? I'm doing the colonizer thing. I'm colonizing their shit. You know, manifest destiny. You know, what's theirs is mine. You know, like that. You know what I'm saying? Last laugh. You know, that's the year I was born. All right, 1967. You did New York, established New York. You know what I'm saying? Laugh, because he who laughs last laughs best. And yeah, I'm definitely that. You dig? So what's happening with you, son? What's going on? Anthony 01169. Thanks for joining. What's going on with you?
Just chilling at the crib, man. I was listening to Cam and Mace. They was talking about Drea dating that 22-year-old kid.
I see something about that.
Yeah.
How old is she? Like 35,
39.
39? I mean, you know, he could be mature.
They,
You know what I mean? He
but
could
they
be.
like she got a son that's 22. Her son is the same age as him.
Yeah, that's at the very least, that's awkward as a mother, bro.
Odd as
That's
hell.
dumb awkward.
And to have a baby with a man like your daughter that you got to have with him and the brother gonna be the same age. Like you like my brother and my dad the same age.
Wait,
So
wait, she's pregnant?
yeah, yeah, she's pregnant by him.
Mm, interesting. Mm. That's interesting. I mean, you know, I am not I'm not a advocate of that. You know what I'm saying? I experienced that, and
Yeah,
I won't say it was like a horror or anything like that, but I think it would have been better if I had been involved with women my own age and had children with women my own age. What up? That's your uncle back there?
yeah.
What's the deal, TC?
What up?
What's happening, man?
All right.
Where are you?
At the crib.
Oh, okay. Um, so what's going on, Two Bar God 7? um, you know, it was like I should have been with people my own age, man. I
Yeah.
should have been with people my own age, and it wasn't like they were imposing anything on me because they were not as advanced as I was. They were not as experienced as I was, you know. But they had things going on in their lives that I didn't have going on in my life. You know, they already had children. You know, in some instances they had already been married. You know, some
He's
instances
have children. She already been married.
yeah, it's like, nah, what's going on, Cheese?
And like he just signed a contract for like 300 million.
Yeah, yeah. Sounds like
Yeah.
what up, Frank? Sounds like Q Lewis. Sounds like he got
He
trapped
got
off.
yeah, he got caught.
Sounds
Caught.
like he got trapped off.
Sound like he
Sounds like
got caught.
he got positioned. He got played. That's what it sounds like. You know, that's what it sounds like on the surface. It seems like that's what it was.
They
You
say
know what I
that,
mean?
but it's funny. A lot of these new NBA players, like they be like 22, and they be getting caught off with the chick that they grew up watching in the music videos and stuff. And I get it, but I be like,
Well,
why
what you
make
get?
that your baby mother? Like, why you gonna like? You watched her date all your favorite rappers. Now it's your turn, and you like, nah, I'm a wife her because that's what they not doing. No, you idiot! Like you stupid. Like they be stupid. They just be a goofy nigga with some money.
That's true. You know, it's not new either. It's the same thing with the guys who were running around in the streets back in the days, back in the 80s and the 90s, who would go after some broad that um had been with daddy from the east, rest in peace daddy, you know, had been with uh Los, you know what I mean, my man Los. I
Definitely
spoke to
fucking
Los
up
earlier
the
today.
market.
Huh?
Dude said they fucking up the market. They fucking up the market when you go to these old hoes and give them all this new money.
Yeah.
Like you make the new hoes be thinking like that's what it is, and it's not that. That's not reality. There's only one
It's
Dre.
it don't it but my thing is, why do you want someone that has been with everyone? What's wrong with you? I think there's something wrong with somebody
Yeah,
who
that's what.
wants someone that they know has been with everybody. Like, it's almost as though, you know, you the dude, you want to be with the girl that was with this nigga from, you know, over here that was, you know, had a name in the street, and that dude over there had a name in the street. You know, this, she was with Daddy, she was with Lowe's, she was with Alpo, she was with this one, she was with
Is
that
his
one. And it's like
Turn now, them niggas be like,
now
it's
you
my
wanna,
turn now. It's my turn. I got the
but
bag.
it's like,
Now I went got the bitch that go with the bag. I'm
you know
up.
what that sound like? That sound to me like you indirectly want the dudes. That's what it sound like to me.
They
Like
they
like
probably
you
do.
such a fan that you want to put your mouth where his penis was or something. That that shit don't. You know, I might be high moralizing or something, bro. Like, you know, but I don't know. I got standards, bro. I can't see it. I can't see it. It don't make no sense to me, man. You know, but I know a lot of these dudes, man. A lot of them ain't built right, bro. They're not
Yeah,
built right. They're not. That's street dudes and these athletes or artists or whatever. A lot of them ain't built right. Frank Matthews said they tender boys.
yeah.
They are, man. And I guess don't nobody want to be that. It's like circumstances that makes them that. You know, like no
I just watched.
men.
I just watched an artist. I think he was like NBA YoungBoy artist. He on one of those interviews. It's like 20 women versus one dude, and the girl
Yeah, I seen
asked him
that. What's up with
questions.
that?
It's just like a new trend that is going on. But the girl was asking him questions. She was like, "Yo, so what you into?" He like, "I do a lot of drugs. Like, I just be on drugs all the time." And she like, "So what else you do?" Like, he was like, "I get money, and you know what I'm saying. I be on a lot of drugs." And she started clowning him and making fun of. They both look stupid because it's like you on a platform where this is who you're dating and who you're, giving your time to. So you look just as dumb as him for being there. So you don't get the win for playing him for being like, I want to be on drugs, because if you don't deal with this loser, you're gonna deal with another variation of this type of loserdom because of what you choose to interact with. Yeah, because it might be funny you just played him, but all the niggas that's gonna find it funny and try to holler at you, they gonna be that nigga, but just disguised as a different one. They gonna have a different shell on.
That's true. I believe that. There aren't like variation is not really a thing anymore,
No.
which is weird.
Yes.
It used to be like that when I went to places back in the 80s, when I went to these southern cities, coming from a major metropolitan, I recognized that these cities, they weren't really cities, they were towns. And when you went into these towns, as is the dynamic of towns, everybody is pretty much doing the same thing. You know, like they dress the same and they say the same things, they act the same way, you know, they follow the same ideas and trends and so forth. And it used to be something that was specific to, particularly to that kind of dynamic, the town dynamic. And now it's like maybe this is an advent of media, of social media. Now everybody is taking that route where they just assimilate and just try to be as much like the next person as possible. But at the same time, they want to stand out.
Yeah. All the young niggas is, what up, twin? What up, gang? What up, OG? What up, twin? And like, where the fuck are you from, nigga?
Right,
Like, where you from? Where did
right,
they say where you from? You follower ass, dick in the mouth
right.
ass nigga. Like, where your daddy at? How your daddy talk, nigga? You mama say twin, you goof ass nigga. Like, this shit be crazy.
Yeah, it's ugly, bro. It's ugly. It's really ugly. You know, I was watching that interview that Dr. Claude Anderson did on the Breakfast Club. And, you know, I challenge anyone in the sound of my voice, whether you're on here now or you catch this when it's posted. I challenge you as a melanated person or as a native black, as Dr. Claude suggested that we refer to ourselves and stay away from what I always stay away from for different reasons than he mentioned. The phrase referring to yourself as an African American, because he says anybody who is from Africa, um, any white person or anybody, they are technically an African American. If they come to America and they move to America and they assimilate here, they're an African American. They can be as white as, you know, as pale as a ghost, you know what I mean? And they could be African American, you know. What up, Ed? So, it's been a minute.
South Africa
So
colonized as a motherfucker. Ain't nothing but white people out
it's
there.
true. It's true. They've been running them out though lately. But if you watch this, and I challenge you all to watch this, this what you call it, this video. I'm gonna let you in a couple of seconds. Mosley underscore way. Morocco was, yeah, man. I wanted to move to Morocco and take these guys, him and his brothers. I wanted to take them to Morocco, and I should have, but procrastination was a burden and all the time. It was always, yeah, we'll do it, we'll do it, we'll do it, we'll do it, do it. Bad practice. Jay Wed, what's happening, Jay Wed? Jay Wed jumped in on the SoFi situation. You know what I mean? Shout out to Jay Wed. But the thing about watching, and why I'm challenging people to watch that Dr. Claude Anderson interview on the Breakfast Club is because he speaks truth from an education perspective as well as from a uh, practical experience, and unique experience perspective. He was in politics. He was in Carter's administration. He was in Jimmy Carter's administration, and he was in a position. He was the only black person in America and in American governmental history that was with his own signature in position to give away as much land as he felt as he felt fit. You know what I mean? And what's going on, Trey? What's happening, Peanut Escobar? These are my guys, man. They've been rocking with me for a long time. So I challenge people to watch it because he gives up so much truth, so much reality, so much fact about the actual condition of black people or native blacks, melanated people as I call them. We good, Trey. Thanks for tapping in. You know my son, right? Ty Mills. So, I challenge, I challenge melanated people to watch it in its entirety. I challenge them to take notes. I challenge them to challenge the information that he's providing. Um, he, aside from having been high ranking in, national government, he's also had experiences in international politics. Um, he's written books that are so powerful for us in terms of the information they possess about what has actually happened to us historically and what the economic impact of that impact has been, um, or those events has been, um, that it will scare you. And and I'm a relatively well read, relatively well informed person, and it it was like it was a little disparaging for me, but there's no turning away from it though. Eddie Cash 910 was popping. There's no turning away from it though. Are you familiar with Claude Anderson? You should be familiar with Claude Anderson. What do you know about Dr. Claude Anderson, son?
He's a doctor.
What kind of doctor?
Oh no, I mean he be talking about like life, sociology, psychology of the human nature and
No, he specifically is about economics. He specifically speaks about the economics as they relate to our condition, the historical subjugation and undermining and racist agenda that has, structurally disenfranchised us for hundreds of years. Like, he is one of the most informed and educated human beings walking this planet as it relates to stuff that's particular to our experience. He's been saying things like, back in like maybe 2012 or 13, he was talking about there was going to be an influx of a million or so Hispanic immigrants coming in, and that the purpose for would be to undermine us as
Minority.
second-class citizens, second to the non-melanated citizenry. And what's going on, Dre? Selling 1959. What's happening? He said we need more pain. Dr. Claudette said we need more pain. Apparently, like I said, when you lose enough, you find change, or you die. I think we're kind of leaning more towards dying at this point, you know. But um, he puts it into perspective, just how structural the racism is and how deep it runs. He talks about in detail how there is but so much wealth left to be acquired in this society, in this country, and that we are in no position to acquire it because we don't have the necessary resources. And I say we, I'm talking about us as a group. And he says racism is a group game. He said it's a race. It's race coming from the race between black people and white people, towards the remainder of the resources that are left. And we don't have collectively the resources to get to the what you call it, to get to the those what's left of those resources that are available to develop wealth, to create wealth or whatever. And we're in a very, very, very bad way. He gave up a lot of information, a lot of insight in that Breakfast Club interview, bro. A lot. Like, you could watch that thing 10 times, and each time you could be like, oh shit, I didn't catch that before. I didn't catch that. It's real serious, man. Like, if we don't, I mean, what do you see from your side as a young man in this contemporary society? What do you see as the general condition of your peer group, like your people, your generation? They're the new parents and the new leaders and so forth. What do you see as a condition, as your overall condition? Is good,
Um,
not good, getting better?
People have it or they don't, and the people that got it, they progressing, and the people that don't, they making it look nice too. So
They're
everybody fronting in
making it look
type
nice.
of way. So it'd be hard to really tell on what's really what, because people gonna put forth their best idea of themselves that they want people to believe, but you never really know. Like, how women or people be like, man, you could tell when somebody got some money. It's like, you
Oh,
really can't tell
really?
anymore. You really can't
Really?
tell if nobody is up or down just because people know how to perpetrate the idea of I'm doing good.
They, they
But
they also know how to fool people because they know what it takes to fool people.
yeah,
So all they got to do is um, get a decent car, a decent high end car. Motherfucker get any kind of Rolls Royce. Big body Mercedes. A Lambo or whatever, which you can get under any kind of circumstance. You
yeah.
know, under any circumstance, whether it's credit or fraud, you know what I mean, or renting or whatever. Like, a guy can come around every day and people know him not to have much of anything, just based on his daily, presentation, and then pop up one day in a a sports car, high end car, and all of a sudden the treatment will change. And I think, like, they notice that, obviously, and I think that's what makes people do more of that. It's like, oh man, I gotta do some kind of scam or get some kind of money some kind of way so I can rent that car again. Because man, when I had that joint that weekend, man, I was king of the world, man. Like,
Niggas take
everybody was
jewelry.
fucking with me.
The fake jury getting out of
Oh,
control. I be
oh,
seeing the
crazy.
jury on ads on Instagram, and then I be in spots and I see all the niggas with the no days off chain, and I be like, nigga, that chain cost
Sin.
$30 on Temu. Like, but it don't stop them from wearing it. So I'm like, apparently, women are responding to it to where they like, yeah, I can wear this fake jewelry because the hoes love it.
Yeah, you know, that to me is a serious issue, bro. Because basically, what that's saying is, um, we as a collective. Now, when I say we, I don't include myself in that because I'm not down with that. Never have been, and ain't ever going to be. But our people keep lowering the bar for acceptance, lowering the bar for um, adulation and adoration and respect and regard, like attention. They keep lowering the bar. So it's like you said, like everybody knows that the jewelry's fake. They knows the car is rented. You know what I mean? And um, they just still, they still accept it. They still respond to it. It's like, okay, you gonna fake like you're successful, and I'm gonna fake like I'm impressed, and we're gonna do this unscripted play. For what? What for what, man? The shit is psychosis, bro. It's really mental illness, man, for real. My man Sinister Monopoly, brilliant artist, one of the biggest, formerly one of the biggest weed distributors in America. Um, did a few years in the feds, but bona fide, one of the biggest motherfuckers in America. Started out grassroots. Sin made a new life for himself, man, as a magnificent artist, man. And a lot of you guys have seen his work. You just didn't know it was his work. When you see the Monopoly man doing some wild fly shit, coming out of the bank with a bunch of money in his hand, with a M60 in his arms, he just robbed the bank and shit like that. That's Sinister Monopoly. And you know, if you're paying attention, he's telling you all the time what he doing and how he did it. You know what I mean? He said, Rick Ross, the rapper, just got caught with a fake AP watch.
That's cool though, because we know Rick Ross got money. So when you got money, you can fake it because it's like you doing it. You doing it because you get the aesthetics. People are buying that, and you have the life and the money to show that. Yeah, like I could buy the real watch, but I like this one because when I go in the goddamn club, them club lights hit it. It just shine better.
Yeah, I mean, there's also the fact that, you know, if I get robbed, it's
I
like,
ain't losing nothing.
whatever,
Yeah.
whatever. What do I care? In fact, if I get robbed, I'm going to report that the real
What's
one, which I
total?
do have in my safe, was stolen, and I'm going to get richer because I'm going to get, like, I may have paid $125,000 for the watch, but I insured the watch for $250,000.
Mm-hmm.
So you just gave me an extra $125,000. Thank you very much, and you got yourself a nice replica there. And when you know get caught with it, um, I did have to report it stolen. So when you get caught with it,
It
they'll
goes.
never know it's not real, and you're gonna go to real jail for the fake
Yeah,
watch.
it goes good and bad cause what was the rapper Ace Hood? He was on the BET Awards, and he was on the red carpet, and his bezel fell out his watch, and they was like, boy, it was that was the last time we heard of Ace Hood. When you're a new rapper coming into the game and something like that happened, it takes away from all your credibility.
Oh, word! I liked that kid. I liked his work.
Yeah, Ace
I
Hood was
liked his
dope.
energy.
After
He's
that,
the
it was
Khaled.
a wrap.
Khaled brought him out, right?
Yeah, he Khaled left his ass for dead. And he talked
Cat.
about that. He be like, Khaled just iced him.
That's crazy. I mean, there's two sides to every story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you never really know, man. But something that Jeff Dixon told me a long time ago, about artists. He said artists are notoriously disloyal. When I was first talking to him about, this is during the Don Diva days, and I was first talking to him about getting into the business. he was like, yeah, just know, because I still had some of my ways. He's like, yo, just know that artists are notoriously disloyal. He said, I got very lucky with Chris, talking about with Luda.
Yeah.
He's like, I got very lucky with Chris, but prior to that, he used to manage his cousin. His cousin is um was Brand Nubian's
Grand
not
Puba.
Lord Jamal, Grand Puba. That was his cousin. And he was managing Grand Puba during the time when, Brand Nubians was popping. And, he said it was like hella, hella challenging because of the lack of regard and value that he had for him, as as the person making sacrifices to make sure that his career went the way it was supposed to go or whatever. And he was like, yo, I don't want you to get yourself in trouble messing around with one of these rapper dudes or whatever, because he knows, like, back then I still had a lot of those resolve. I still had a lot of that street resolve. Like, I'll put you in the trunk and leave you there forever, forever, nigga. You know what I mean? Like,
I remember he
disloyalty
smacked
is
Coach K in the
treason.
head.
Yeah.
That shit was
Yeah,
funny.
disloyalty is treason. That's treason. You know what I mean? But it it's just you never know with people. He seemed like a good dude, the Ace dude. He seemed like a good dude, but I've never met him in person. I wouldn't know. But he's, a lot of times these rappers, they talk in a way in their music that makes you think that they're of a thing or they subscribe to certain ideas, and then in actuality, they don't. They just recognize that people. Um, Respond a certain way to certain imagery, so they attach themselves to the imagery, and that's their marketing, that's their hook,
Yeah.
but it don't really be that. I mean, very few of them motherfuckers is real, bro. Very, very few. You know that. You've been around them since you was a little kid. You know that.
It's
My
like with
man
the
Jay Webb would
actors.
say,
It's
yeah,
like with the actors. They like on Snowfall, nigga, kill a gangster, kill him, Franklin Saint, and then he like cut. He like, I like, was that a good take?
yeah,
Was that
yeah.
good? Was our shooting good enough? Was our kill?
Was that
Did
killing?
you
I
believe,
think
nigga?
I scared myself. I think I
Oh
scared
my
myself
god!
with that one.
He
Yeah,
like, what
it's
the fuck?
crazy. That was so. Like a bunch of them on that show was English.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Isn't that crazy? That's wild, bro. I'm gonna bring the Moose person on here if they still on here. Moose, I don't know. I don't know who that
It
was.
might be.
Sometimes I be kind of apprehensive about bringing people on because motherfuckers be nuts. Like they be crazy. You know what I mean? And yeah, like it's a lot of people out here with significant mental health issues, and a lot of them had had have the attention issue like so bad. Citizen said he had a one of one green AP dude on the internet exposed them. It was not a good look for Ross, but yeah, they all mostly wear fakes. Like when you go on vacation, carry one fake wallet and one real one. Now I ain't never heard of that. Carry one fake wallet and one real one? Why would you do that?
That's it's wild to be outside ready to get robbed.
Yeah, that's crazy. I guess I'm just
Somebody gonna take this one, but my other one, I got that shit in my butt.
yeah, yo. I
I
guess
got my
I'm
wallet.
just I don't know.
I got my wallet in my purse.
I'm just I'm just on some different shit, bro. Like I'm not with all that bullshit, bro. Like, fuck around and lay around, bro. Fuck around and lay around. But I get it, you know. I get it. A lot of people ain't like that. They just ain't like that. And if you're not like that, then you need to maneuver in a way where you can survive. You know what I'm saying? Because the world got some rough people in it. If you ain't one of them, you need to really figure out how to move around and not be a victim. And that's the
Man,
truth. You got to
that
use your
shit
head.
crazy. Somebody said that to me one day. They was like, if somebody bother you, you should just go to the police. I was like, then what? Like, so I'm gonna get the police my address and get them the nigga name, and then the nigga gonna have my name and my address. Fuck
Well,
that. We gonna figure this shit out. I'll figure it out. I was like, the police don't do nothing but come after the fact. After you get your ass whipped, that's when the police gonna show up. They're gonna give you a piece of paper and say, hey, we're gonna find them, but your ass gonna be whipped, nigga. I ain't waiting for no goddamn police. I'm gonna handle my business right now.
right now.
Right
Right
now.
now. Right now. Ain't gonna be no later. Ain't gonna be no the next time I see you. We're not gonna do no face fighting or none of that. I'm gonna smash you like a bug right now. Every time. Nigga ask about me. But you remember Randy? Remember my man Randy, right?
Yeah.
That's what happened to him. Them dudes came to his spot. First of all, he came from Florida. Good dude. You know what I mean? He's walking around with $500,000, $400,000 worth of real diamonds. Beautiful work. Real diamonds. And real what do you have? What was the joint that he had? Breitling. He had this 50 carat Breitling. He had two 6 carat pinky rings, uh, two 4 carat, and these were whites. These were, you know, E, colored, stones. These were, you know, VS, VS1, VVS. Like these are excellent stones. I know stones. These were excellent stones. Um, you know, 25 carat, 28 carat tennis necklace, with a 10 carat, G for his last name on it. Um, a 50 carat bangle, you know what I mean? And yeah, he was running around with all the little strippers. He riding around in the Brabus edition range. Had the vet. Like he came through shining, big black boy, and he going through all the little strip joints, picking up all the little young chicks and shit, moving around by himself, don't know nobody, and um, you know he fucked around and met some girl, right, and she was a stripper from Detroit, and And prior to him getting involved with this girl, when I see him, I'll be like, yo, where you at? And he'll tell me where he's at. And I pull up on him. And one time I pulled up on him, he was at the M Apartments over there on what's
Marietta
that shit? Huh?
M Street.
The M Apartments? Where the M Apartments over there by where the old Uptown used to be?
Marietta Street.
On Marietta Street. He come out
Yes.
and he had like $250,000 worth of jewelry on, and was with this like little 19-year-old little stripper broad. I was like, yo, what the fuck is you doing, bro? Who is that? Well, that's my little friend, whatever. And gets in the car and gets in the Don Diva van with me, and we pull. I'm like, yo, bro, like what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? You can't be moving around like that out here. Like I know y'all think Atlanta's sweet and all of that, but Atlanta is dangerous, bro. Like just because
Mm-hmm.
you could see niggas riding around in fancy cars and wearing jewelry. Like you see niggas doing things here that they don't do in their own city. It don't mean that don't nothing happen. If you not moving with the right movement, something will most definitely happen. Absolutely. Now I done got 3 calls already about you. I done had 3 calls with cats and said, yo, this dude, he be riding around this and he wearing that, whatever. I'm like, yeah, that's my man. Don't, yeah, stall him out and look out for him. Make sure he good. Oh, okay, shit. We can't get him. Ain't nobody gonna fucking get him then. That's it. He crazy. He straight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was like, yo, you got to be mindful. So then he starts going to the hotel, the Sheraton downtown, and now he in the Sheraton for 2 weeks and 3 weeks at a time. I said, bro, you can't be sitting up here in the Sheraton 2 and 3 weeks at a time, running in and out with these hoes, whatever. Like that's gonna make you hot as a motherfucker, my nigga. And they will come up
And
in
this
here. They will come up in here and get you.
these be niggas, girls, baby mamas, and all types of shit. These niggas is
Yeah,
crazy.
right. So fast forward a little bit, I tell them, yo, you got to get a place, bro. You got to get a place. You got to get a spot, And I say, you can't get no spot that somebody can just drive up to. You got to get a spot where a motherfucker need a card to get into the garage and a card to get out of the garage into the building. You know what I mean? Like, you need security. So I go on the road with the Don Diva shit. I come back 2 weeks later. He got a spot. And he got a girlfriend. So yo, tell me come to the spot. I come to the spot. It's off of Roswell Road, and the shit. You drive right off the street, right up to his door. It was a 3-story townhouse. You drive right up to his fucking door, off the street. And it was like when you come out the little driveway or whatever, you can see a mile straight up Roswell that way and a mile back that way, going towards back towards like Piedmont. So that whole strip, so a person could sit all the way up the block and just watch. And it wasn't that, like, it probably was like maybe 2 subdivisions or 2 complexes he could have gone into. And you could watch him from all over the block. No situational awareness whatsoever, which was weird because early on in his little criminal career, he had gone to jail for pushing robberies. So you know what it is. When he got off with the weed shit early. He was bringing van loads of weed in from Mexico, whatever, and he got off early on when niggas was buying 200, 300, 400 pounds of that Airy and shit like that, And so he gets this place and he got this girl, and I meet the girl, and she was from Detroit, and she was a stripper. So I explained to him, I said, I got homies in Detroit, and what they do is they kind of send these birds out all over the country, send them Miami, send them Atlanta, send them, LA, Houston, and they put them up in the strip clubs, and they're scouts, and they figure out who got it and where they at, whatever, and then they come for them out of nowhere. Somebody you never seen before, you never seen them in a club before, nothing like that, and they know everything about you. All right? Now, I don't know who this young lady is, but 2 weeks ago you didn't either. So, and she's a stripper. So like you need to be easy. So I go away for another week or so. I come back and he tells me about this incident where he's in the car one day with this guy who he is under the impression is a APD, Atlanta Police Department, right? Atlanta police officer. And he's like, he gets a call, and the person said, yeah, nigga, yeah, you fat trick ass nigga. And we know where you at, nigga. We know where you live. We know, you know what I'm saying? We know everything, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We come to get that money, nigga. He was like, oh, word, oh, yeah. Okay, we'll see what my man got to say about it. And he hands him the phone. They're in the car. He hands him the phone. So this nigga gets the phone and say, yo, what's up? And they say, yeah, nigga, what the fuck, nigga? You coming for your ass too, nigga? What you got? And he said, yeah, I got about 10 killers on my team with badges, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got. We APD, motherfucker. Come and get it. That type of shit. Popping this type of shit. Now, he tells them, yo, we know where you live and we coming for you. Your bitch told us everything. That's what he says to him, right? But realistically, he's been fucking around all these different stripper broads. He could be talking about anybody. Not more than 2 days after he tells me this, he calls me one night in the middle of the night. Yo, come over here. I had an issue. So, I come over there, and the police is everywhere. So he's standing there and he's talking to them. So I'm listening to him tell the police what happened. So he says, we pulled up. He was in his range. His girl was in her caddy. She had a big sedan DeVille. So he opens the garage and he pulls his range into the garage. And she pulls in behind him, not into the garage, but on the side, outside the garage. And then she gets out, opens up her trunk. So he gets out the car, and when he gets out the car, comes out the garage, walks out towards her, comes around on the driver's side of her car, and comes to the back where she's standing inside her trunk, leaning the trunk. And he comes over past her and then stands over on the passenger side at the rear of her car. He said he looks up and he sees like there's like a ledge and it's got grass, like a brick wall's got grass, and so it's elevated from the ground. He sees these images coming at him out of this grass, but he always gets out the car with his gun in his hand. So he said, as soon as he see the images, see him motherfucker jump down off the wall. So he said, as soon as he jumped off the wall, I hit him. Bang, 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 bang. Catch him in the chest. He falls. Then another nigga come down and he starts running to across the front of the caddy, firing. And he is out of his sight, right? Because the trunk is up. And so he moves over to try to line with him. And the dude, the girl's not even, you know how that girl, she doing what she doing, she's not even paying attention, she's not even catching it. And she gets hit in the hand. And he hits that dude, bam, bam, catches him in the arm and shoulder, spin him off, right? Then he goes running out into the street, out off of the complex, off of the property, into the street. And he runs behind him. And the guy's in the street like waving, and he think he's trying to wave for somebody to help him or whatever. And a brown car pulls up. Now the dude who he hit in the chest, he must have jumped up while he was running after him, and he ran out too. The opening to this motherfucker, to this building, to this complex with these townhouses in, the opening is 40 feet wide. There's no gate, no nothing. You drive right off the street, right into this motherfucker, right? So they jump in the car and pull off. So, you know, the girl's hit, the neighbors call the police come, he tells them what happened. I'm listening to him tell them what happened. And they're like, oh, okay, yeah, man, good for them, good for those motherfuckers, whatever. So now, unbeknownst to me at this point, the cops know who these motherfuckers are, right? Now, his cop buddy is nowhere around. The cops know who these guys are. So they're like, yeah, good for those motherfuckers, good for them. Hope you killed they motherfucking ass. Hope that nigga dead, you know? And I'm sitting there going, they're not asking you anything about you being a convicted felon in the possession of a firearm? In my mind, I'm like, okay. They really don't like these motherfuckers because they ain't nobody asked this nigga yet about this motherfucking gun he got that he's shooting with people with, right? So you right about that, Sin. I just seen your comment about people need to call them out, talking about them fake ass rappers with, you know, because they brainwashing the next generation, man, with the clown shit. You're right. So when we're standing there and the cop says to him, he gets a call. He goes, hey, look, he tells Randy, yo, there's a detective down at Grady. He said he wants you to meet him down there. He thinks that one of the guys you hit, the guy you hit in the chest, he thinks he's down there at the hospital. He said, well, I got to go down there anyway. My girl's down there. You know, she's down there in the hospital. You know, the ambulance took her. So he asked me to take him down there. Because, you know, he don't know his way around, whatever. So, he hop in the joint with me. We go down there. What's going on, Sean? So we go down there. I drop him off. I take him to Grady. So when the cop comes down and says, it's a young black dude, young black detective. And he says, so, all right, so tell me what happened. So he runs through it. Bang. He said, okay. He said, the guy you hit in the chest, would you know him if you see him again? He said, yeah, I know that motherfucker. I see him again. He said, because I think he's upstairs. I just got finished talking to him, and he gave me some bullshit story about, you know, being in some place and, you know, some shooting went off or whatever, and he got hit by a stray bullet or whatever have you. He said, you think you would be able to identify him? You saw him again? He said, yeah, I can identify that motherfucker. So you know when he said that, you know as soon as he said that, I went like this. Yeah, man. So you good, right? All right, man. I'll see you later, man. You take care and let me know what happens. Hope your girl's okay. And I get in my fucking car and go home. What? You what? Okay. I get in the car and leave. So I go away, get on the road for about maybe 2 weeks. Now, you may remember we were doing these glasses. Big Nose Poppy. What's happening, man? Been a minute. Remember the glasses he was doing with the diamonds in them and all the special wood, like the natural green wood, not painted, natural white wood, natural green wood. He was designing these shits himself. You know, there were points that he was like actually doing the work himself. You know what I mean? And it's a street nigga. But he was figuring this shit the fuck out. He was a really brilliant young man. So he says, when I get back, he says, yo, bro, I opened up a store for us. You know, I want you to come in with me. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do this shit. So I said, it's all good, bro. It's all good, Nose. So I said, okay, let's go see it. So the store is down on Peachtree, right next door, literally right next door to Gladys Knight's Chicken and Waffles.
I remember that.
Right? You remember that? Royalty 928 was popping. So we pull up to the store. You know, it's a jewelry store. This nigga, nice, super nice, right? And it's got his name on the front of it. Randy Griffith, first and last name, right? Griffith, Randy Griffith Jewelers. And I asked him, I said, we're on Peachtree, Gladys Knights, popping like a motherfucker. 50 people online in front of it right now. It's pretty popular, you know, main thoroughfare, whatever. I say, yo, whatever happened with that situation that you had with them people or whatever, did you ever get that worked out? You ever find out who that was? He said, man, I don't know, man. I don't know who the bitches was, man. I wish I had my FN that night, man. I'd have got all them bitches. Okay. So you don't know who they were. No, I don't know who them niggas was, man, whatever this and that. I said, okay. And you got your name, first and last name, on this sign on Peachtree, next to one of the hottest motherfucking restaurants. And Verve was on the corner at the time, on the other corner, the other side, the club, the three-story spot. And he's sitting out there with that, like, I'm like, no, this is not a good idea, bro. You have no idea who these motherfuckers were, right? So a couple of nights later, we're out there in front of the store. And Bust and them are coming to town. So I'm telling Bust, yo, I'm going to show you these glasses and all kind of shit when you get here. Cool. So a couple hours later, they're in town. They're in the club. We go over there to the club. Me, him, and this supposed, cop, who's not really a cop, as it turns out. We go in. I lose track of him. I don't know what the fuck going on. He's like, I got to go to the bathroom, and he disappears. I go downstairs. I got the glasses. I show Bustin on, Bustin on the glasses, right? And then I tell Bustin them, come walk me up the block to the store. So we all, beautiful summer night, we all walk up to the store. We go inside the store, and we go in the store, and this dude is in there by himself, $500,000 worth of jewelry on, with two strippers that he don't know from nowhere. He left me. He left his cop security. Didn't say nothing. And he's in there by himself with these girls. So I'm like, hey, you do realize get your head knocked off like this, right? Like, for a multitude of reasons, right? So I read him the riot act and all that, whatever. Don't ever leave me. We out together, nigga. You stay by me, blah, than this, any other. Okay, cool. I get it, bro. I get it. All right. We hang out all night long. The next night, I leave him out there. Him and the security dude, they out there all night long. Them and the dude with a yellow Lamborghini and all the fake jewelry in the world. I had to pull a nigga to the side and say, yo, bro, you know that jewelry's not real, right? He said, yeah, I know it's not real. I know it's not real, but the bitches think it's real. They see the car, they think it's real.
See?
True story.
See?
He probably listening to this right now. If he ain't locked up or dead, he probably listening right now going, word, that was me. I had the yellow Lambo. My shit was crazy, yo. My shit looked crazy. It was mad convincing. They be proud of themselves. So dude keeps the security dude out all night. So of course they're staying over at the the 12, because his spot, he can't stay at the spot no more, right? So he got to stay at the 12. So we go over to the 12 and dude is in there and dude is like, yo, this nigga had me out all night, man. I can't fuck around. I'm telling you, this nigga had me out all night long. I can't do shit. He laid up. So all right, we're gonna go hang out. We're gonna go, it's the 112's finale. It's the last night of 112. It's the end. So he wants to go. Okay. So I tell Buster and him, yo, I'll meet y'all at the club. So it's Buster, Spliff, a bunch of cats, right? So we go, you know, everybody's at the back. It's crazy at the back. So we go around to the front. We get to the front, you know, me and Randy's with me, and you know, they all there, whatever. Now, when we pull in, first of all, to the parking lot, I don't know what's going on with him, but when they tell him it's $75 for the VIP parking, he always paid, no problem. This time he's like, man, I ain't paying all that money for no parking, and goes to all the way to the back of the parking lot that's right beside Juniper, Juniper Street,
Yeah.
under this tree, in the back of the parking lot. It's dark. And we get out, go to the back, too crowded, go to the front. So we all get ready to go in, right? But Bus is like, come on, Kabara. I was like, all right, come on, man. And he said, no, hold on a second. Chill for a minute. I said, what are you talking about? He said, I'll be right in. I'll be right behind you. Go ahead, I'll be right behind you. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, we're going in, my nigga. Our group is going in. What are you doing? Yeah, I'll be right behind you. So I'm like, I don't know what the fuck this nigga on. They said, go ahead. So I go in. We in there for about maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I'm looking at this thing. So I go back out, and finally I go over there, and he came in. So I'm thinking that he paid to get in just so he wouldn't be going in on nobody else's steam. I don't know what the fuck this nigga thinking. It was asking 400, whatever. So he comes in. I take him to the stage. So it's me, Jermaine Dupri, Buster, everybody's fucking in there, right? We on the stage. Jeezy was there. If I remember correctly, I think Jeezy was there. Wayne was there. Lil Wayne was there. And, he had on these linen shorts, these black linen shorts. And so it had a stage there. Anybody who remembers the dance floor here, and then the stage. So, he's on the stage. And so we help his fat ass up on the stage. And when we did that, his shorts are hanging low. So his shorts ripped. And we started laughing, right? He's like, yo, I ain't got no drawers on. So we laughing and shit. We laughing. So we sitting there for a minute, we kicking it, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Drass was there. Who else? It was Drass and somebody else, because they had joints on them. And then he says, yo, I'm going to the bathroom. And he leaves, and the party goes on. Jermaine performs, a couple of the people, I think Nelly performed. And then, it went on, and then people started like letting out or whatever. This nigga come back. Wait. He ain't come back. So we start looking for him. We moving around, you know what I'm saying? Me, Drass, and whoever this was with us. I can't remember who the other homie was that was with us. But we moving, you know what I'm saying? This guy did joints out with everybody's side. We inside the club. And people are leaving, and we moving around like, yo, where's this nigga? So I'm calling him, he not answering. And at first I didn't really pay no attention. I was like, why is this nigga not answering? So then we go and we walk outside, because like there's nobody else in this motherfucker. The parking lot, pandemonium, crazy people. This is the last night of 112, iconic Atlanta club. And, although this is the second spot, this is the second location for 112. This is an old Club USA joint. They used to be right across the street, but what used to be Kaya, which at that time was now Visions. Yeah. So looking around, crowd starting to taper off. Still a lot of people starting to taper off. And then all of a sudden I see a police motorcycle come through. And it's zipping through. Like he gonna run people over. I said, nigga, acting mad aggressive. And I said, where the fuck is he going? Why is he going through the crowd like that? And I called this nigga. I said, this nigga ain't calling me back yet. I started getting a sense of something. I started walking back towards the back of the parking lot. I see the police over there going one here, one here, one here by the car. All of a sudden, it hit me. They counting shells. Man, I see a guy looking over the wall on the juniper. I said, what you looking at? He said, man, the dude laying down over there. I said, what dude? He said, right there. I said, what happened? He said, yo, nigga walked over here. He was talking and shit. He had left his gun on the floor of the range. He said, nigga was talking. And then all of a sudden, nigga started chasing him, hit him up in the back. He laying over there, butt ass naked, $1 million, $500,000 worth of jewelry